Hey, this is Erica Michelle. Good evening, everybody listening to Living Without Excuses radio show. And there is Nita and Dot. How's everybody doing tonight?
We are good. I don't know why that intro always just gets me so hyped. Shout out to Hosanna Facts. That was so fire every time.
Yeah, yeah, that's what just kind of got me back. I was like, hey, okay, we back.
Yeah, got me pumped, got me ready.
Hey, Dot, how you doing? Did I hear that?
I thought I did too.
I thought I heard him, but maybe not. That's okay. How was your week, Nita?
Not too bad at all. I had a really good week. It was public along with teacher appreciation. It was also public servant recognition week.
Uh-huh.
So we celebrated that all week at work, and I got a little shout out from my department on our Facebook page. So that was really cool.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay,
not
that's
always
good.
talk about work, but it's about the only thing I got going on in my life.
Hey, work pays the bills. Work pays the bills.
Indeed, it definitely does.
That's good. I had a good week too. It's Mother's Day weekend. Shout out to all the
Guys, happy
mothers this
Mother's Day,
weekend.
everyone. Uh
Yeah,
huh.
I had a pretty relaxing week. Stuff is really like calming down for me. Things are coming together. Bills are getting paid. That's just the
Yes.
reality of it. I'm gonna just keep it real. So yeah, stuff
Welcome
is
the month of May.
yeah, the month of May. Because this is from January to up until now, baby girl, it's been something else.
Okay.
But you know what? It be like that when you a mother and you a single mother and you trying to do multiple things. Sometimes I told somebody that is real, and I kind of think that's what I've been dealing with for the last like month or so. I think I got burnt out. I really do.
Oh,
I took on a lot at one
baby.
time because in my head, I really do think I'm Superwoman. And so I took on a lot. And I really do think I just got burnt out. And, so I just want, by this being Mother's Day weekend, I just want to tell the mothers, like, it's okay to just admit that, like, to say that out loud. Like, I'm burnt out. Like, I think we try so hard, especially with social media and the world and these new age where women just gotta be so rough and so hard and so. And I told my friend this week, I just want to be soft and cuddly. I don't want to be a man. I don't want to be a mother and a father. I don't want to, I don't even want to be a boss. I don't want to be. I just want to be Erica, Michelle, and just be okay to say, you know what, I'm burnt out. And he was like, well, just say it. I said, I am burnt out. I am. And so,
You deserve a moment.
I want, yeah, I want to just encourage the mothers that we don't have to be everything all the time. I know that's part of our position, nowadays to just be everything, but we don't have to do it all the time. We don't. We don't. Because the burnout is real. It is. It's real.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you know any mothers that could probably attest to that? Even not even being a mother, just being a woman,
A
period,
woman who's doing it all by herself,
who
yeah, it
doing
can
it all
become
right. That's
definitely.
all
I
I'm
do know a lot. including you, wonderful, amazing moms who go above and beyond for their children and put their children in their as first, but as far as best interests go. I have sisters who definitely are wonderful, awesome moms who take great care of my nieces and nephews, and I appreciate them for it. Um, my aunts, my coworkers, oh my goodness, they do it literally all, and are always there for their kids. I don't know how you guys do it. I honestly don't know if I could. That's probably why I don't have any. I just don't think I can. I mean, if I had to, of course I would. It's a lot though, and I can see that. I can see from the daily life of other moms just how much work it really is even until adulthood, you still have to be nurturing and there for them at
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
all
Because
times. Yeah.
my oldest two are 25 and 23, and then I have a 14-year-old and I have a 10-year-old. And my 10-year-old is autistic and my only boy. And so I last weekend, they come over like every Sunday or whatever. So last Sunday they came over, and my daughter was like, I was sitting on the couch watching Netflix, and my daughter was like, is this really all you do on the weekend? And I said, it has not always been like that. That has not always been what I do. I said, but for this weekend, yes, this is what I'm doing. I'm sitting here, I'm on this couch, and I'm absolutely not going to do anything but watch TV. Like, because my weekends are usually caught up with like running my side business and always paying attention to social media and always or making deliveries or booking stuff. I said no, I just want to do nothing. And by this being Mother's Day weekend, that was my goal again. I got a book for a weekend book, and I started reading that, and that happened today. I'm like laying here reading, and I look at the clock like, oh my God, today's Saturday. We got a show, even though we had connected earlier today to to talk about the show.
Uh
It
huh.
still slipped my mind because I had got caught up in the book.
Because the
So
time just goes by fast.
it does. It does. It goes by really fast. And so yeah, we need to give ourselves as women, as mothers, permission just to not do nothing. When I was leaving my client Friday, I text her, like make sure you have a good Mother's Day, and just unapologetically do something for yourself this weekend. Not that doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. Not your baby, not your husband, not your mama, not your, just do something for yourself that does not have anything to do with anyone else. And and not feel bad about it, not feel guilty, not feel nothing because I know a lot of mothers we get caught up in the guilt of kind of being selfish with our time and stuff like that, but sometimes it's okay. Of course, that's nothing you can do on a continuous basis, but every now and then you just got to be like, you know what? Forget it. Forget it. I'm not doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the mode I've been on these last couple of weekends, Nita, because I'm just being honest. I have
I
been
can
burnt out.
totally relate. I can totally relate.
Yeah.
Everyone's always like, "Oh, what are you doing this weekend?" And I'm like getting ready for the week, and they're like, "All weekend." I'm like, "Yes, I have to buy groceries."
Hmm.
Sometimes, not often, do I get the chance to really map it out like I want to, but I plan my meals ahead more so than meal prep and laundry. Organizing my closet for the week. I just want to get up in the morning, have everything ready, throw my clothes on, and go. And it's my downtime. It's the only time I really get to watch TV. I don't really get to watch TV during the week. So on the weekends, I like to, catch up on my shows, maybe do a little binge watching. I get to stay up late. I get to sleep late.
Mhm. Mhm.
These
Mhm.
past few weeks, yeah, like I would love to get out, go out, on a town, ball hop, catch a drink or something. I just, by the weekend
Mhm.
come, I really don't have the energy. And I have to be mentally prepared for my next week ahead because so much of my time and everything is into work, consumed by work. So I'm
Yeah.
always focusing on getting ready for the week ahead. You have to, or else you'll be, I do, unless I'll be caught up in the rapture of trying to keep up, I need to be,
Right. Instead of being caught
mm-hmm.
up, you'll be trying to keep up, and that's a good
Uh-huh.
point. That's what I've been doing. I have not been caught up in different areas of my life, whether it's even my home, my work, my
Mm-hmm.
businesses, any projects that I'm working on. I've been keeping up, but I have not been caught up, and so
Caught up, yeah.
and there's no one to blame but myself, and I'm not it talking down on myself, but it's just the reality of life. Just
Yeah, just living
it
without
just happens
excuses. That's
sometimes.
right.
It happens.
Mm-hmm.
It really just
Definitely
happens.
so. My weekends consist of, it's my opportunity to deep clean, sweep, mop, organize my cabinets, scrub down my bathroom. During the week after work, I'm tired. I just want to come home, have dinner, and get ready for bed. Probably work out like
Mhm.
2, 3 days out
Mhm.
the week. But I'm
Mhm.
not trying
And
to
I
do
haven't, and
all
I have
that.
started doing that, like incorporating the workout, going to the gym, and then that fell off because I was, doing the whole house thing. So, my daughter asked me about a week ago when we was gonna start going back to the gym, and I'm a fit it in there because it's not like I have to go far, and we go for about 20 minutes just to get something in and get home, but. I had to start incorporating that back in summertime coming, and well, it's really here in Houston, but yeah. So, girl, yeah, I really want to encourage the mothers this weekend to
Hmm.
just relax, you know, just relax. At the end of the day, I'm trying to find something I sent somebody that, and it's so crazy that I had put up a post the other day on Facebook, like, tell me what you are, right now, or how you feel right now. And
Yeah.
so many people put sleepy or tired. And it's like, and they were women. And it's like, we are not getting enough rest. I had somebody tell me yesterday, and he said he gets 8 hours of sleep every night. And I was like, I may get 8 hours of sleep two times a week, maybe three, but I definitely don't get 8 hours of sleep every night. And so, I know like a lot of entrepreneurs, and it was a big issue about Steve Harvey talking about it the other day, and saying that if you trying to grind, you don't have time to sleep, but really that's like a catch 22. Yeah, you when you in the beginning stages of things, you do have to grind. You got to grind, 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 grind. But on the flip side of that, sleep can cause you can sleep can cause sleep deprivation can cause a lot of health problems as
Yes.
well. So
Yes.
you have to be
Important.
uh yeah, it's definitely important to
Yes,
get your sleep.
to get adequate sleep is very important.
Yeah.
It's
So
part
we
of,
have to be,
being
and I was
healthy and
just
taking
so
care of your
shocked.
body
Yeah,
and your
and oh
brain.
goodness. Yeah, it says she believed she could, but she was tired. So she rested. And you know what? The world went on and it was okay. She knew she could try again
Mhm.
tomorrow. And I sent that to somebody because, they said they were sleepy. And I'm like, it gotta be okay for us to rest as women. Like, you know what I mean? We have to be able to rest.
we
It
sometimes
is,
feel guilty about it. We feel like we're missing something. We feel like we're
Yeah.
not doing
Mhm.
something.
Yeah.
Um, it's so unfortunate how much judgment we receive as women based on our actions. You know what I mean? It's like,
Mhm.
oh, you're doing this. Oh, you're. I remember one time it was Sunday evening, and it was just one of those days where I was mentally, emotionally drained. I just could not do it. And it was like 4 p.m. and I had laid down about 3 o'clock. And a guy had called me and he's like, "You sleeping at this hour? I don't care what hour it is."
Right. I'm tired. I'm
How can
tired.
you judge me?
Tired.
How do you like, you know what I mean? So it's things like that that'll keep us awake, that'll keep us from seizing an opportunity in a moment to actually get some rest. I was like so drained. I just could not. I couldn't function, and I needed a moment just to relax my mind, relax my body before I got up to finish my laundry. You know what I mean? Like we do a ton of things, and it's okay, ladies. It doesn't matter what time it is, especially moms. I know how hard it is. The kids
Right.
will
Right.
not, they will not. Yeah,
Yeah.
then by the
Yeah.
time the kids go to sleep, it's time for you to, do whatever, duties need to be done around the house or whatever the case may be. It's your opportunity, even if you want to catch up on a show you haven't seen because you don't really get the opportunity. We sometimes deprive ourselves just to have leisure and enjoy certain things in
Yeah.
life.
And then again with social media, you see so many social media demeaning people, and it's people that I know that do it as well, for watching TV. And it's like, okay, that may not be something that you need to be doing 24/7, and it may not need to take you away from, making your money or running your business or attending to your life. But I'm gonna watch me some Netflix, okay? I'm gonna
Uh huh.
chill, and I'm going to watch
All
me
week
some
I've been wanting to
TV.
watch shows, and it gets too late, and by the time I put it on, I fall asleep watching it. So I really don't get the opportunity. I was hoping even today, I was like, today is gonna be the day I'm gonna stay in, catch up on a few shows, and that didn't happen. I had went out to the grocery store and realized that I lost my debit card. I don't know where it is.
Sorry
I
to hear
come
that.
home. Yeah, I had to come home and get my bank card and go back to get my dang on groceries because
Yeah, you see?
I go to Walmart for this and I go to Kroger for that. So today was Walmart and tomorrow is Kroger. I'm not doing both in the same day. So tomorrow is
Right.
Kroger and I was like, oh, I gotta go back to Walmart and get this stuff. Like I have to. That just consumed a lot of my time.
And you know what I did today? I got on Instacart and I ordered
Girl,
my groceries today. I sure did. I
I
said,
need
because
to I need to get into that.
Miracle's like, are we going to get our nails done? I was like, no, not today. We're not. I told you I am not leaving the house. I'm not taking you
I
nowhere. So I went on Instacart and I ordered groceries, and then I went on DoorDash and I ordered me and Miracle something to eat, and then I went to Domino's website and I got G some pizza because he don't eat what we eat. So I got him
right.
pizza, and girl, and I sat there and I continued to watch Netflix and then started reading my book. But yes, I literally, I didn't even leave for groceries. I was so thankful. I was like, oh, I said, because he came downstairs like, Mom, we don't have no water. And I'm like, oh, I keep forgetting I ain't been to the store. So I said, oh, let me Instacart. And then it's been raining here in Houston, like really bad. We've been getting really, the schools were closed yesterday and everything. That's
Oh,
how bad it was raining. So it's just been
wow.
constant rain. And so I said, oh, let me go on Instacart and ordered a few groceries, so that I can get out and go to the store. Because I'm not even tomorrow. I never know what my kids have planned for me for Mother's Day. So I mean, if they come and they be like, get dressed, then I'll get dressed. But if they don't have nothing planned, I ain't going nowhere tomorrow either. I'm gonna be right in this house, just catching up on me, because when you burn yourself out, it not only affects you, but it affects stuff you have to do, and
Yeah.
it's people attached to that. You know what I'm saying? So like me being burnt out,
Mhm.
I had to apologize a lot. It was just a lot going on, and I'm like, I'll be with you in a month, and it was just a lot. So, and like that, I like what you said, that if you don't get caught, you'll just be in a continuous state of keeping up, and then that's not good.
Yeah.
So
And
we
then and
we
then
we
your
definitely.
performance is poor, you know?
Mhm.
Your
Mhm.
performance is poor. You become
Mhm.
labeled non reliable, you know what I mean? You're always
Undependable, right?
unprepared.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, and
This
I
is
told my
that the
mother that this morning
business.
because I had texted my mother this morning, like, because it was, like I said, it's been raining. So I'm like, you think the farmers markets are open? And she said, oh, if I'd have known you wanted to go, I would have went with you. And I was like, yeah, well, I never know what I'm gonna do until I get up. And she said, yeah, that's what she said, that's a blessing and a curse. And I said, yeah, I know, because the bad part about it is you're undependable. Like I can't plan
Mhm.
anything. I haven't been able to plan, like give a solid, okay, I'll be there for somebody on this date and that date, because I never know how I'm gonna feel when I wake up. And also, I have been working on um the book project, the grievance book project, and that took a toll too, because it
Um,
wasn't, and yeah, and it was like I had got confused about. This is another part of being burnt out. I had got confused about, like, because it was supposed to be 2,000 words, and so it's a word counter app, and I was using a word counter app, and I was thinking like I had enough or whatever, but I was looking at like the characters and not the words, forgetting that this is not like a one pager. This is a whole chapter. So I just had so much more to go. So that just what I thought I had wasn't enough. Then I ended up deleting it. It was just a whole mess. And so I had to kind of not really start from scratch as I ended up recovering some. But that pulled a lot of energy out of me too. So
I can
that wasn't
imagine.
as easy as I thought it would be, and so that was also part of my little burnout for the month of March and April. But yeah, so yeah, we as one girl, and I'm looking at social media, and I know, like I said, I did not want to really talk about the Aisha Curry thing. Um, and the only thing that I really want to say about that, I really respect that her husband came back and defended her, and like told the people like she knew what she was trying to say. She knew that she was gonna get backlash or whatever. But the only thing that I
Mhm.
can say is not only women, but people in general. Whether you marry, it's not a married thing. Wanting people
It's a
to give you
human
attention, it
thing.
is it's a human thing, and it's not about how much money you have. It's not about like you already married, you got stuff, you got this, you got that, and women ain't never satisfied. It's not about that. It's
So
just a
sad.
human thing that wants other people to look at you and say, oh, okay. And I was really shocked at the response
That's a topic.
that
Yeah, I'm
men were
surprised
that
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 people
men
judge
were
her like
given,
that.
because at the end of the day, men usually want their women to look good or to look a certain way or to be have a certain era about them when they go out together because they get flattered when other people are looking at us or complimenting us
Mhm.
or things like that. So I was just, I didn't say nothing about it on my, it was just, I was just really kind of disgusted with the whole thing because that kind
Yeah,
of,
it's really
it took
sickening.
a lot for her to say that. And I was really like I was really waiting for to see what her husband had to say about it, and I'm really glad that he came back with something, positive
Right. I'm curious
con-
as to how many people and guys who had anything negative to say watched the entire interview,
yeah,
or are
no,
they
they
just
didn't.
going based off of
They just
what
going
other
on based
people
off
are
on
saying on
other
social
people
media?
saying, yeah, they're going based
On
off
social
what other
media,
people
because
are saying.
she didn't
Yeah,
say that she wants attention from other men, or she wants other men to message her or try to hit on her. She wants to be seen as desirable. It's not only from her husband, just in general. You know what I mean? It's not,
yeah.
oh, I want men trying to get with me and I'm trying to sleep with other men, because a lot of men took it that way, but they probably didn't even listen. And that's probably why they don't have wives, because they don't know how to listen.
There you go.
Uh,
Don't get me to start. Don't get it. On that
you
note,
know,
we
like,
gonna take a quick.
you take it. Oh, okay, we're going to take a break. I like to leave before I go off.
Right.
Stop me in
No,
my
we'll be
tracks.
ready for you. We'll be ready for you for sure when you come back, cause that's something to talk about. It really is. Oh no, I ain't cutting you off
It's
by
sad.
stopping.
I
We
truly
gonna
feel
take a
bad for her.
Yeah, yeah. We gonna take a
Mhm.
break and then we're gonna come back in 60 seconds. Listen to our sponsor, Hosanna Bag.
Yay.
Okay, we are back. Thank you guys for joining us, Living Without Excuses radio show. It's your girl Erica Michelle and Nita B, and we are talking about basically women. It's Mother's Day weekend, and we're here talking about being a mother or being even just a woman, and being burnt out or overwhelmed and just trying to get through the lives of the livelihood of being a woman. And so before break,
Hmm.
we were talking. Nita was saying that guys don't listen. No, just kidding.
They
We were saying that
gonna kill me. I'm about to get a ton of messages.
yeah, right. We were talking about the whole Aisha Curry thing. Not really trying to elaborate on it, but just
Right. Just mainly the response and the reaction from the public. I was really surprised to see men saying that she got to be just about naked for them to even feel like she's worthy of being looked at. Did you see those statuses and those memes? Like, sis, you at the beach with this on and what? So that means that for you to recognize and I'm sorry, I'm not about to be half naked for no man's attention. I'm so with Aisha. Like I personally did not watch or even hear anything about it, just because I was so turned off by the responses. I didn't want to get myself any more mentally or emotionally involved. I just feel like people should be more mindful of the things that they have to say about someone else's uh, someone else opening up about their own insecurities in life, because we all have them. And just because she feels that way doesn't mean that she wants to act on how she feels. You know what I mean? When we're trying to stay away from certain foods, we feel like we want to eat things we shouldn't eat, yet we may not do them. You understand? Like, because we don't really want to act on that. Although I do feel like I want a cheeseburger, but instead I'm going to have this salad. And so, just along with that, her opening up within itself was an opportunity for other women to relate, open up, and allow themselves to admit the things that they feel, and also be vulnerable. I don't agree with men really down talking her and saying that if women feel like that, they not appreciative, or whatever the case may be, because we suffer a lot hormonally that men don't, and they really don't have a clue about. As a woman, we are about 2 weeks out the month, can barely recognize ourselves. So I can understand feeling like, okay, this week I'm bloated, this not fitting me right. I don't look good in this when I used to look good in it. What do I have to do to, get this to fit again? There's just a lot that goes into, especially her being a wife and having children and being a working woman. She's a working woman and a mother and a wife. She loses sight of herself sometimes. So a little extra attention can awaken your personal views of yourself, opposed to just always feeling like uh, I'm not desirable. I just didn't understand why men were attacking her,
That's true. That's true.
especially when she was talking to a table full of women who were also
Mhm.
opening up about their insecurities. You know what I mean? It's not like she tweeted or she made a whole Instagram post about it. It was a topic of discussion.
Mhm. You're
And
right.
now she's being crucified in the public. I am very grateful that her husband stood up for her and came to her defense. And at the beginning and end of the day, that's the only male opinion that matters. If he
That
doesn't
really
feel like he
is.
was disrespected, if he doesn't, you understand what I'm saying? If he didn't take much offense to it, because in all honesty, it's probably not anything that he hasn't heard her say before. He just didn't hear it. You know what I mean? So having her say it in public, it probably was able to register to him the way that she needed it to.
Yeah.
So everything
And
happens for a reason.
mhm. You're right.
Absolutely.
And that's what I was saying before we had those technical difficulties, is that I really appreciated it because it's so many women, and I think it's more of the millennial women, unfortunately. And I'm sorry, don't inbox me. I don't want to hear it, but I just think it is more the millennial women that feel like they gotta be so rough and so hard, and I can do, like the whole man thing, and it's just like it's okay to be soft and vulnerable, and that's what I was talking about earlier before break, like just be a woman. And we have feelings. We are emotional. All that. Oh, they in their feelings. Yes, we do. We get
Yeah.
in our feelings. We
Mhm.
by nature we are
I
emotional
think it comes
beings.
from the pressure of men. I feel like
Yeah.
men have a lot of pressure on themselves. So to alleviate feeling pressure because they really don't want to do their duties and responsibilities as a significant other, they make us feel like we're not enough and we're not doing enough. And then it's also like I have this partner, I'm with this man, and if I don't do things and they just simply don't get done. So that's
Mhm.
why in today's generation, women feel like we have to take on the world because we literally do. there are probably more single or attached women than there are married. You know what I mean? As far as um, a census would go. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Population
Yeah.
wise.
Mhm.
So we have to, unfortunately, do we want to know? And like I said, we lose sight. We lose
Yeah.
sight of being a soft, comforting, you know what I mean? Because we have to do literally everything, unfortunately. And then a lot of times we feel like, well, if I have to do everything for myself and by myself, why not be by myself?
Yeah.
And a lot of
Yeah.
times people think that it's monetary. No, you can run an errand. You understand what I'm saying? You can wash a load. You can, mop the floor. Something less that I would have to do. And a lot of guys these days, they just don't get that doing certain things like that will help make their woman happy. I honestly don't know what men's perception of making a woman happy is. So I think that's a good question. Like what do men think it is to make a woman happy? They're like, oh, I don't know. There's nothing I can do to make her happy. I guarantee you, you take that trash out, you mop the floor, you get the kids a bath, she gonna be awfully happy.
Right. Because it's not always it's not always monetary. And and that was some I posted that somewhere last week that men really don't know, and this is not me because I'm all for the men. I'm not bashing the
Hmm.
men or anything like that, but
Right.
they men it don't really even know what to do when a woman is not on for their money. Like they confused. Like I was,
Uh
a
huh.
guy was telling me yesterday that because I went on a little coffee date or whatever, and he was saying that he was really feeling a girl, was liking her and all of this and stuff. And he said they had went on like a few dates. They had became intimate, and maybe a week or so after the intimacy, she asked him to pay her phone bill. And he was like, that was a deal breaker for me. He was like, that it so yeah, I say this to sound kind of gearing off that even though sometimes men don't know what to do to make us feel like a woman, sometimes we sabotage that also. Women
Right.
are beginning in this day and age to sabotage that, and it's unfortunate, and for men because they see through different eyes than we do.
Mhm.
Even
Mhm.
when they hear about stuff like that, it intimidates them or it scares them into like not really wanting to give all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't
Mhm.
know what to do. They don't because they fear is okay. Soon as they let their guard down, we gonna be on their head
Mhm.
for $40. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
I
It's
think
crazy.
that it has a lot to do with um, carnal desires and physical attraction. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, there are a lot of women who are, including, mothers, single mothers who are going to work, paying the rent, paying the bills on time, paying the mortgage on time, keeping the fridge and the cabinets full, and would appreciate an offer. You know what? Let me get one of your bills this month. That would be nice. I would appreciate that. Then maybe
But
I can
that's
afford
the key thing. That's the key thing. That has to be an offer.
an
But
offer. Yeah, yeah.
my opinion is that it should be offered. However, as a
Offered.
woman,
Yeah, that's
you
what I'm trying to say. It should be offered as opposed to asking. Yeah,
right,
asking is
as a
not.
woman, we still can't use that hold of, oh well, I gave him something, so now he obligated. No, your bills is still your bills. His
Your
bills is still
bills,
his
yeah.
bills. Like that, just
Yeah.
because you made a decision to do
Right.
something, does not mean that he has to take your
He's
love. Like if
obligated.
y'all haven't like
Mhm.
clearly got to that point, so if sex is that sacred for you, where you feel like, okay, once I do this, then I'm going to be expecting more. I believe that needs to
Mhm.
start to be a discussion before it happens. Like, oh, put those cards on the table, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if that's how if that's your
If
character,
that's how you feel it, right.
yeah, if
Right.
that's your character. If not, then you yeah, that sex don't make you obligated. That don't make that man
No.
obligated.
No. Because I was definitely a choice. You know what I mean? And I don't believe that, being intimate should be monetary.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, my ideal is I see your effort, I see your struggle, I see you doing it. You know what I mean? And here's some recognition, here's some appreciation. You understand what I'm saying? Not because we're intimate with each other,
Right,
if
right,
that makes any
right.
sense. You know what
I
I
don't want
mean?
intimacy be the reason
Because you see me. Right.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're
Because
saying.
you see me. Yeah.
Yeah, you just do it because if you're gonna do anything for me. So yeah, with the
Right,
whole
exactly. Because I'm very much no thank you, I got it. Because I don't want to be looked at like I owe somebody something. You know what I mean?
right, right.
Or you know, I really can't explain it at the moment. I'm just a very much a no thank you, I got it, but I appreciate any offer. You know what I mean? I may
Right.
decline it at the same
Mhm.
time.
Mhm.
I appreciate. You know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I mean the world of men and women is just roles
We're
have
very
been
different.
roles are different. Some roles are different. Some roles have been reversed. Some role
hmm
it's just a different age and time with women and
Yeah.
men. So when I saw that with Aisha Curry, like I really felt for her, but I didn't want to elaborate on it. I didn't want to get attacked on social media, but
Mm-mm.
not that I care, but it was just like what hasn't been said. You know what I'm saying? Like what y'all didn't
Mm-hmm.
already stepped on her and put her on the ground. Like, ain't no sense of being a dead horse.
Terrible.
But yeah,
Terrible.
so I was really happy that her husband had came and defended her on that note. Um, so that was a big
And I
deal
was
for
hoping
me.
that it would put. I was hoping that it would put an end to the bad talking and the negative comments and bad judgment from the public toward her. Being that
Mhm.
what he said, no, my wife didn't disrespect me. She didn't, violate our union or whatever the case may be. Once he made that known, I felt like it should just cease all discussion about it. You know what I mean? Let them be, let them live their lives. They still going on. They still, you understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They know none of us. They don't know none near one of us. So at the
Yeah.
beginning of it, that doesn't even matter
It don't. It
what we
don't.
have to
And
say.
you know what? That's my take on like a lot of celebrity issues, and that's why
Yeah.
you don't really hear me like talking about a lot of celebrity issues. Because I got a friend, he be like,
Mhm.
"Well, y'all need to talk about this and y'all need to talk about that," and I'm like, I don't
Mhm.
really want to. I don't want to talk about. It's enough of that going on. Like at the end of the
Yes.
day, those people, nothing they do affects us. Like their lives, they got problems
Mhm.
we can't even begin to think about. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So they what we
Okay.
call rich people problems. They got problems that we can't fathom. You know what I mean? We're not at that point where that is even an issue for us.
And I wish more
So
people will recognize the fact that the more time, the more energy, the more thought you put into hot topics on social media or celebrity gossip, you're taking away from yourself.
right.
You're
Now, what
taking
they
time,
can do is
effort.
they can click the link on my page and buy a book and support me. Like
Amen.
that's my said. But for real though, like those people got everything they need. Like
Yes,
for the
because
local
yes, because
person,
that's all it
worry
does.
about me if my kids
Mhm.
eating or not, or if I'm burnt out or not. You know what I'm saying? Because how you
Mhm.
know your 24.97 ain't gonna buy my son a pizza for the day? That's the type of stuff.
Mhm.
That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about
Mhm.
the local people and how we can help them. And you know what, people, how you can help me eat is
Uh,
I'm going to post it on my wall that I have two books, three in the making, out, and I will accept the books are $24.97. That includes shipping, $5 for shipping. They're really $19.97. If I have to mail them to you, that's an extra $5. One is a devotional. It's called 365 Day Devotional Women of Purpose. Um, and it is about over 300 women got together and took a couple of pages apiece and wrote about, wrote their favorite scripture or their favorite quote, and it's not tied to a year, so you can, it's an infinite gift. It can be used over and over and over and over again. And so my name is Erica Michelle on Facebook. So if you look that up, you'll see my links and the cover of the book. The other one is called It Takes Money, Honey, and it's also a devotional book, but geared towards women in business and entrepreneurship. And so even if you do not support me, don't worry. Steph okay. Steph and Aisha gonna eat tonight. They gonna eat real good, okay?
mhm. Okay.
Support, find you
Okay. And
support
somebody else
local.
gonna cook their meal and
If
clean their
somebody, they
dishes.
got them a whole
Okay.
team of people. Find you
Okay.
somebody to support locally because the more you pour into your local entrepreneurs, the more they can pour back out into the community. The more I get
Mhm.
support for what I am doing, the more I can do, the more projects I could be a part of and support back
Mhm.
into the community. You know what I'm saying? So just do that. Do that for the local people. Worry about your neighbor, and if your neighbor has a
Mhm.
business, they need to support. And if your neighbor got milk on their table, or if your neighbor needs somebody to tell them, "Hey, you look good today." You know what I'm saying? Look
Mhm.
at that.
Mhm.
Look at that. If a kid needs to hear, "Oh, you're smart today," so let's
Mhm.
worry about what's in front of us because the celebrity people, they gonna be okay. I promise you that. How they said, I promise you that, boo boo. They gonna be all right.
Okay.
They gonna
Yes,
be
they
all
gonna
right.
be
And
all
if
right.
you are in the where did it go? In the 518 area code, uh, get a hold of. Let me make sure I am quoting it right. JFT Moving Company. That phone number is 518-318-3865. If you are in the 518 area code, get a hold of J&T Moving Company. and they will give you good rates. They will help you move. Looks like they operate on weekends as well. So it's like 6 day a week. If I'm wrong, it may be 7 day, but let's just be safe and say 6 days a week. Moving company. That is your local 518 moving company. So let's support local and look out for J and T. Okay, look out for them. No, you need somebody to help you move. Look out for the 518. Okay. And that's
Mm-hmm.
in is that part of New York? Is that a part of New York, Anita? 518 do you
Maybe
know?
upstate, five one
Upstate
eight.
New York? Yeah, that's what I just
Yeah.
Googled it. Yeah,
Yeah.
upstate. Yeah, so
Mhm.
let's do that. Let's support our own. What was I gonna ask you? Um Did you have to buy? Oh, that's what I was trying to ask you. Did you have to get any Mother's Day gifts this week?
I did
Was
not
it?
buy any gifts, although I do intend, hopefully nobody's listening, to send a few cash apps. I do
Okay,
intend
okay.
sending a few cash apps tomorrow. As
Okay.
much as I want them to listen, and disclosure is right now.
Right,
I
right.
do
Cause
intend
yeah,
to send,
I
yeah.
was mine. The where I live, where all the stores was. We were on my way home from work yesterday. It was so crowded. I was trying to go into Target and Five Below, and I mean it was just so crowded. And that's at that point, I decided I ain't doing nothing else for the weekend because that was just I could not believe that it was so crowded. And so, shout out to everybody that was out there shopping this weekend. Shout out to all of the mothers that
Yes.
is enjoying their weekend. I hope you guys take this weekend to relax and to enjoy you. Not that you don't need to enjoy your children. So if the rugrats are around, you go ahead and enjoy them. But if this is a weekend where you say, you know what, I'm about to be in my room with my cup of whatever
Mhm.
and my remote
Uh-huh.
control and don't bother me, feel free to do that, mothers, women, mothers, whom the female species. This is our weekend to do
Yes.
nothing. So make sure tomorrow you guys do that. We did enjoy you today. Do you have any last words to the people, Nita?
I just want to say happy Mother's Day. You guys are awesome. We all appreciate everything that you do and all that you sacrifice. It is not in vain. Your children are not bad. They are just being children. Uh,
No, they
and we
bad.
love you. They're not
And I just
bad.
want to say,
Them
let me
babies.
shout out a few mothers. I want to shout out, of course, first and foremost, my mom, Kim Young Benson. So I want to say happy Mother's to my mom. I love you. She's been getting gifts in the mail. Even though we're here with her, we were sending them in the mail because she like opening up stuff like that. So she's been texting us all day, like, thank you. Oh, I got another gift. Oh, I got another gift. So shout out to my
Oh,
mom. Happy Mother's Day. Appreciate all you do. I want to say shout out to my godmother, Michelle. I love you. Shout out to my sister mom, which is Alice Essex. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Thank you for all that you do and support me and all you
mhm.
do. One of my mentors, Boomy Moore, I want to shout her out. Thank you for all you do and all you have done and got me through for the last 5 or 6 years. So I wanted to make a special, and I'll shout out to my BFF, Mia, who is my kid's godmother, the best godmother in the world. She's a godmother of all four of my kids. And she said, "You gonna stop having them every time I have." I'm not a godmama for all of them. Yes, all four of them. She is the godmother. Every time I had a baby, she was like, okay, another one. Yes, they go one more. So shout out to her, and I appreciate her and all she do. And Rebecca Landers, happy Mother's Day to you, my work partner, my sister friend, my headache, she all that. So I love you and happy Mother's Day. So we will be back at you on next week. You guys have a lovely weekend, and thank you for joining Living Without Excuses radio show.
Have a good week. Love you guys. Happy Mother's Day. And we out.
This session is no longer being recorded.